Alrighty, good morning traders, and welcome to the morning coffee kickoff session this morning. Hopefully everyone is doing great, and so far it's been a very quiet week for trading regarding the target trading strategy. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. We had some great movement in the Aussie crosses this week. Some very good strength in that, of course, also on the New Zealand dollar as well. And that was typically what we anticipated. A couple of weeks ago, I posted a video around certain pairs that I thought was going to move, and this actually happened this week. It actually had a bigger move this week than I expected, which was great. We are in, of course, the Easter weekend, so today is public holidays in most countries, and we're going to have that on Monday as well. So trading has been a little slow this today, and this week regarding target trading. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what happened this week. But the markets really didn't move a lot. We only picked up 2 trades, I believe. Euro pound and pound US dollar. I believe the 2 pairs were, or was it pound Canadian? I'm not 100% certain, but we'll take a look and see what the market's doing this morning. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on right here, and how the market's shaping this morning. And it looks like my lights behind me are flashing all different colors. Go ahead and get that sorted out. There we go. All right. So let's take a look and see what's going on this morning. Good morning, Denise. And let's go ahead and see what we got going this beautiful morning. So I'm going to go into the document here and to take a look at the 2 pairs. These are the 2 pairs that managed to pick up something. Euro pound was actually from, I believe it was from last week, but let's go take a look right here. We'll go ahead and add on the trading system. And want to find out how's everyone doing this morning. Are you guys enjoying the quarantine time? Has anyone got frustrated yet spending all that time? Let's take a look here. Alright, so this is what we have here. Here we go. So this is what we got going here. We got Euro Pound. Now, I got in on the Euro Pound. Looks like the first. This is from last week. Actually, both of these trades are from last week, believe it or not. Yeah, check that out. Last week's trades. So this week, we actually didn't get picked up on any positions this week, which was pretty strange. Let's take a look. Well, I did say it's going to be a quiet week. Let's take a look at the Euro Canadian. Euro Canadian was a trade from this week. Let's see how that's set up based on the setup. So let's go ahead and take a look right here. So these are the 2 trades. I'm going to go ahead and show you the account right here. There it is. There's the Euro Pound, and we've got the pound. It is the pound Canadian, and it was last week's trades. And so let's go ahead and take a look right here. And on this one right here, I'm going to go to the, let's move to the, firstly to the EURGBP. And EURGBP, you see right here, really just went sideways. Didn't really move a lot this week. Not a lot of movement coming out of the market at all. And we just saw prices moving sideways. And with that being the case, of course, everything is pretty much neutral right now. So we're going to go ahead and mark that off as a session that didn't really make things happen this week. We did call a low probability right here, so no trading opportunity this week. Still an unhit target though. Let's go to Euro US dollar. And Euro US dollar right here. setup. Let's see here. We got a target hit this week right here. Let me go ahead and just make this a little thicker. And did it do that? No, I don't think so. Hold on. Let's try that again. There we go. Alright, so there it goes. It went ahead and hit the target this week right here. So this is a hit target, but then notice that we never went into an oversold condition, so there was no trading opportunity on this one right here. So this one is a no trade, but we did hit the target. It was also called a low probability. So when I call things low probability, what I mean is price is probably going to hit the target before we even get an opportunity to get in on that trade. So I call those two right here. And then pound Canadian, this is from last week. If you look over here last week, we actually had a sell on the pound last week, pound Canadian. And then on the euro pound last week, we also had a trade. So we had two trade active from last week. If you go over here to the pound, there's a euro pound right here. And you can see that's the target that we're chasing after right about there. And price has pretty much gone ahead and hit the target. So, euro pound this week is, let's take a look right here, is a hit target. All right, so this week is a hit target. We did call a low probability as well. Oh, yeah, it is a hit target. My bad. Okay. It is. We're looking at the pound Canadian. All right, sorry, man. We're looking at pound Canadian. So let's go to pound Canadian right here. Pound Canadian. Come on. All right, there it is. So pound Canadian, there's the missed target down south right here. And by the way, you can see I've got two swing trades already still also in on this. I'm looking for price to want to go ahead and push lower. Looks like we've broken through the short-term trend line, but it's only to try and reach the top here. No trading opportunity this week. As you can see right here, we came, wow. Well, take a look at that. I actually, I didn't even notice this right here. Shows you how much I pay attention to the chart. Here it is right here. Oh man, this is actually, that's almost hit right here. We came about 5 pips away from that target, maybe even less than that. No, yeah, probably even less than that. Check it out. Check that out. Yeah, about 3 or 4 pips away from that target. And that happened at around about Monday, early Monday, or at least late evening Monday. I didn't even notice that price was at that level. Now, I guess what I've got to go ahead and do is take a look and see whether or not it's time to cash out on this. So we're in the money on that trade right here. We're still in the money on this trade. Take a look right here. Yeah, we're still in the money, but definitely not as much as we were before. Let's see if price moved a little bit lower. What are we up in profits right now? We're up about 341 pips in profit. And price got down another 256. Whew, that would have been a 590 pip target that we would have captured on that trade right here. Now, traders, it is just one trade. You know, I'm not too worried about the one trade, but let's go take a look from a technical perspective, because I want to go ahead into two currency pairs. The pound, I want to go into the euro pound plus, of course, the pound Canadian right here. Take a look at it from a long-term trading opportunity right here. And let's see what's going on. All right, so if we look over here, I'm expecting price to come back and retest maybe a bit of resistance here at 74, 73. If we blow through there, then, oh, snap. Price did come back in here, test the backside of the range here. We could be going higher. In fact, we could be going a lot higher right here. 1,000 pips to the upside. That's about how much room we got to the upside. Now, I don't expect this rally to be anything like we had over the last few weeks, or about a month ago in March, where we had this big down move and then big rally up here. I'm expecting a little bit more of a swing type of reaction to the market. Something like this, if it's going to go up, which looks like it may just do that, if it's going to do this, we're going to at least get some sort of wave action taking place. And so I don't mind if I go ahead and add in more positions and allow the market back down here just to make a little bit more profit on this trade. But we'll have to take a look and see right here. So I'm going to see what it does here at this resistance. Now this is the pound Canadian. Let's go take a look at US oil. US oil is still trading at $23 a barrel. This is the reason why we had a bit of an upside move, because we had a downside move in oil. Now I am expecting oil to start supporting itself right here and rally up. And whether it takes the weekend, maybe the weekend to do that, we'll have to wait and see. But this is what I'm looking at right here. I'm looking for price to fill the gap between $36 and $42 a barrel. All right. So if we can get that fulfilled, then we could probably go ahead and see if the pound Canadian will actually go ahead and work its way further down south. And I think it's inevitable that that the oil price is going to go back up again. I can't see them keeping the oil price down at the levels that it's at right now. But in the next couple of days, well, between now and Monday, it's going to be very low trading because of the public holidays. And we'll only probably start seeing late Monday evening a bit of trading action. So keep that in mind that with the public holiday, we're not going to see a lot of reaction in the market over the weekend and coming into Monday, and only really start seeing some breakouts around the Monday evening. So it's going to be interesting to see what trading opportunities appear for us on Monday evening as we go into the London trading session. And I'm actually going to be setting up some of my Right Trader Max setups for some trading on trend breakouts. And we'll see how that plays out. But let's go back to the chart right here and take a look at the pound. I want to go to the euro pound. So I'm going to keep my my pound Canadian. I'm going to keep that trade in. Like I said, it's one trade, it's one entry point. We've got a 340 pip profit right now, but you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to be honest with you. I should have already been in the money and taken out my profit on that trade already. So shame on me for not paying attention to the markets. Hopefully you guys have been a lot smarter with regards to profit taking on those levels. Now here is the euro pound. Euro pound, listen here, there's no doubt that we're expecting some sort of correction move on the euro pound. All right. Now that could mean a weaker pound, stronger euro, but we're looking for some sort of correction. This bearish move that we've seen right here is perfectly in line with what we're expecting in the market right here. We are expecting a downside move towards our support level down here. But the fact of the matter is, there is going to be some, look, you know, you might say, well, big dog, wait a minute. Are you telling me that we're going to have a correction move after we had this big rally right here without any correction move? And I'm saying yes, all right? I'm saying the market's going to do something like this and then head back down south. So seeing a correction move right here and then a bearish move to the downside, yeah, that's what I'm expecting, because that's what the market should be doing, all right? So don't judge me, all right? I'm expecting a retracement on this one, all right? Because I am in on a trade and I'm euro pound bullish, at least in the short term, right, for a correction move. And the target that we're looking for on this is not far up. Let's take a look right here. We're looking at, 306 pips. Come on, 306 pips. Okay, maybe the daily ranges are a little bit tighter now, and we're not seeing such large daily trading ranges. So maybe it's going to take us maybe a few days to get there. The daily trading range on this is now 163 pips. So we'll see if it starts tightening up by next week. So we want to get to this, and yeah, maybe take us the whole week of next week to get there. And yes, we are looking for a correction. Now, let's take a look at the waves going down right here. And I'm going to go ahead and move, I'm going to go ahead and take that swing right here. This is wave one. Then we had an irregular flat setting up here. Then market, oopsie, this is not. Then we had another swing going from there. Oh, stop, stop, stop. It's too early for this, man. And then we had another swing right here, going down all the way down here, completing our third wave. So the honest truth right here, if I look at the wave structure, and I have to be realistic about what can and what cannot happen, right? So here is my wave 1 low, where if price is going to retrace back, it's going to get there. But the problem here is this 1.618 extension right here is acting as a very key level of resistance for the market, which is keeping it inside its consolidated wave right here. All right, this is its consolidated wave right here. And that is wave 4. So when we look at this and we go ahead and label it down here, calling this our wave 1, 2, and then 3 down here, this is 4. We're looking for 5 to drop back down here. So expect Euro Pound to maybe drop down a little further down south. So a little further downside move to about here. And then at that point, we're going to start seeing some rally. And so if I'm in on this trade already right now, and I think I'm in at, let's see, break even right now. Yeah, break even. Then there could be that possibility of a further dip before the rally. Right? So a little dip before the rally takes place. Now that means that maybe, I'm not sure if it's going to be euro weakness or pound strength that's going to cause that dip. But let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go take a look at the fundamentals and see if it's maybe a fundamental move that could just disrupt price. And I got to go to next week's trading. This week is pretty much bank holidays, and we do have the G20 meeting taking place right here, so we'll probably get something out of the G20 meeting. And if you look over here at the core CPI, we did get some data coming out here of the US. Negative data. CPI is showing negative, and we're going to take a look at the dollar index and see how that reacted. But mostly we're going to look at the pound. And here we go. We got pound holiday all day Monday. So which means obviously the Easter weekend, definitely a bank holiday over the Easter weekend. Well, definitely the weekend, but definitely on Monday as well. All right. So we've got Monday, Easter Monday holiday. Most parts in the world. And then except for the US, and shame on the US for not celebrating Easter Monday, nor is celebrating Easter Friday, all right, or Good Friday as we always call it. But yeah, we have it here. Wednesday, we've got some data coming out on Wednesday. Nothing out on the pound. Nothing out on the pound on Thursday. So next week, nothing. Nada. We got Canadian data. We got the Bank of Canada at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. And remember, we're trading against the pound Canadian. And they are expected, that will probably keep the rates unchanged at 0.25%. I don't think there's going to be any changes to the bank rate. But we're definitely going to see some movement out of the Canadian dollar, or at least the Canadian crosses, next week, Wednesday, when we get some sort of report. Now, we did have some Aussie data this week. They also decided to keep the rates unchanged. We had the cash rate there, kept the rates unchanged at 0.25%. I think the central banks are done right now doing any changes to the bank rate, and so I don't think any different for the Canadians. I don't think they're going to do anything different for the Canadians. Now, if we're going to be trading the pound Canadian, and we get a movement out of that, we'll see how that affects our trade. Right now, we're expecting pound CAD to move south, so I'm expecting some stronger movement out of a Canadian dollar itself. And if that's the case, then I know I've got some trades that I'm holding on to. I'll show you right here. I got some positions that I'm actually holding here, and take a look right here. This is the Aussie CAD right here. So I am I'm about 24 pips away from my break-even point right here, but I'm holding quite a bit of positions. Look at that. I've got 9 standard lots trading on 16 positions on the Aussie CAD on my swing trade position right here. And so I'm going to be watching this very closely. Obviously, I'm going to make sure that if we're going to get to any sort of data report on Wednesday, and I haven't seen the money yet on that trade, maybe it's time for me to go ahead and start cashing out. So with that being said, Euro pound, I'm going to stick around Euro pound. I'm probably expecting a dip first before the rally. That's okay. And then the other one is the pound Canadian. Pound Canadian, I'm currently in the money, but I'm going to leave it up and leave it until next week and see what happens next week, and see if the data comes out on Wednesday, if it does affect my trading position there. So that's pretty much it on those positions right here. So this week for the pound Canadian, let's mark it off right here. There it is there, pound Canadian. This week we can call it an unhit target, but no trade. So there it is, no trade. It is still an unhit target for this week. Yeah, we haven't actually hit the target at all. So it's actually ranging between this target and that target, and just coming shy of both those targets, but sitting inside that range. Right. So I'm going to keep it there, and that's where I'm going to hold it up on the pound. Let's go to the dollar index. I said we're going to go check out the dollar index here before we close off the session today. So dollar index still remains into some bearish territory. We're looking for price to continue to move. Well, I'm looking for price to move down to around about 12,478 down here. So I'm looking for a further bearish move on. And then, of course, this may just be a correction move, and then we'll see some strength coming out of the dollar. And this could mean then, of course, further stock bearishness. Oh, man, you got to love Fridays. All right, so you got to look for dollar index. If dollar index is going to rally, we may end up seeing a little further move, downside move on the stock market. So could this mean like a second wave in the coronavirus? I don't know, all right? But I do see technicals, and technicals tell me right here that price, if it's supported here at this level right here, and we are in this big bullish upswing, then we're expecting price to continue to rally back up north. And if that's going to be the case, then if we do see stronger dollar, what does that mean? That means that investors are moving out of stocks and into cash again, and that means stock market may go ahead and dip once again. So buying on the dips of stock would be a good call, but maybe we're going to be in for a second wave in the stock market and look for another dip in the downside. We'll have to take a look at that. And also, if we go ahead and take a look at the VIX right here, let me see if I've got the VIX price up here. VIX is currently trading at 41. If we do see VIX trading up above 50 again, we're certainly going to see some high volatility taking place as well. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to keep an eye on as we head into next week. And that pretty much wraps up the setups. Let me take a look here. I want to look at the let's see here. Yeah, I've got a swing trading here on the New Zealand Swiss franc that I'm actually monitoring right here. And this is the largest swing. But then I've got this inside swing right here. Oh, hang on. This is not the one I was looking at. My bad. Actually, it's New Zealand Swiss. There it is. Thought I was missing something. Yeah, this is right here. Now, we did trade up a little bit above that there. We traded up a little bit above that level right here. I'm in on two positions at the moment right now. Here's actually the position I'm in on one of my larger accounts. Let's see here. This is the New Zealand Swiss right here. Yeah, I'm in on two positions at the moment right now. My break-even point, let me pull up that indicator. I'm just slightly above my break-even point right here. I'm about 2 pips in the profit. Woo! 2 pips in the profit. Maybe we should cash out. No, I'm going to be looking at this right here and looking for price to break through. I want price to break through this range. Now, I know that today's very low volume, and if I could just trade above here by the closer today, I don't want the daily to close out with this indecision candle right here. If it closes out with an indecision candle, that's not going to make me very happy right here. I'm going to probably look to make a decision on that, but don't like to see that indecision candle right here. But overall, long term, we're still definitely in a good bias, bullish bias right here. So we definitely want to see the market head back up all the way to the top of the range. Right here, I did put a video on this a couple of days ago. So check out the YouTube channel, check out for the video on this, and see if we can go ahead and get some action on this particular pair right here. So certainly the markets are setting up, and there's a lot of pairs. In fact, what I may go ahead and do this afternoon is put together another video talking about the pairs and the pairs that are setting up with some great opportunity, because there are certainly some pairs that are definitely creating a great swing trading opportunity. So check out that video a little later on this afternoon. I'll go ahead and see if I can get that posted out. Hey, with that being said, traders, that's it. That's all we got for today. Hopefully next week gives us better opportunities. We'll take a look on Monday. I know it is Easter Monday, so many of you may not be inside the trading room on Monday, but I'll be here at 9 o'clock on Monday. Check out the markets and see what's happening. So with that being said, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Happy Easter, and I'll see everyone back again on Monday. Big Dog signing out.